Okay. First thing that I'm going to do is check my range of motion to see how much flexion we're going to get. We'll do a flexion measure first. I do two things. I see how much flexion there is, and I get an end feel, which in this case is going to be soft because of tissue approximation. I'm going to come back out like this, and I'm going to hold and check to make sure there's no hyperextension. If there is hyperextension, I put a towel roll under the distal part of the limb, line up goniometrically, and measure how much hyperextension there is. You have none, so I'm going to start and assume 0. Okay, I come up like this as far as I can and rest it there. Goniometric alignment, the axis of rotation is the lateral, femoral, epicondyle. I line up my stationary arm through the midline of the femur, which lines up with the greater trochanter. My movable arm through the midline of the lower leg, lining up with the lateral malleolus. So I find the landmarks. Line up my goniometer in the plane. And you get approximately 147 degrees. So that would be passive range of motion, left knee extension to flexion, 0 to 145 degrees with soft flexion end feel and hard extension end feel. That's the only measure that we need to do goniometrically on the knee itself. We will, of course, test mobility of the patella by moving it medial and lateral, superior and inferior, just to make sure that it's fluid and that it does displace. Alright, strength testing for the knee. We're going to test knee extensors with the individual sitting up with their legs over the edge of the table for the against gravity test. Have them bring their leg, put a towel roll underneath the distal thigh. There we go, making that femur more horizontal. The against gravity tests are, the individual comes through full extension against gravity, giving him a 3. I bring him up to about midway through that range, stabilize the distal thigh, grasp the distal part of the leg, hold, don't let me push, hold, 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 and relax. I don't like that, so I just get rid of this, and I stabilize him under here, put him there. One more time, hold, don't let me push, and relax. That gives me more control. Testing the knee flexors. I have the individual prone. Put the pillow right under his hips. Need his feet over the end of the table. Okay. Now we just have him bring his heel towards his behind through a complete arc. That gives us a grade 3. I bring him about midway through the range. Stabilize proximally. Place my hand distally on the leg and say hold, don't let me push you. Hold, 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 and relax to get my 4 or 5 grade. If I want to emphasize medial hamstrings in this measure, I have him internally rotate his tibia on the femur. Hold, don't let me push, and relax. To emphasize the lateral hamstring or biceps femoris, he externally rotates the tibia on the femur. Hold, don't let me push, and relax. Those are the against gravity measures for both extension and flexion. Gravity minimized is the same position for both extensors and flexors. I remove this pillow, have him lie on his side with the leg to be tested up. This forms a nice tripod for him for stability. Then I'm going to support him from here, full flexion. Go ahead and straighten your knee. There's the 2 grade, gravity minimized, full available range of motion for knee extensors. Knee flexors, come back, bring your heel towards your behind. There's a 2 grade, gravity minimized for knee flexors. Okay. All right, let's see.